talking about how to find a job when you don't know what you want to do next. Like, we all know that to find a job you actually enjoy, you need to be intentional about it. But what do you do when you don't know how you're going to get to the next step? What do you do when you know that the role you're in no longer fits and you're not really sure what you want to do next? Today, I've gone through a framework that I used personally when I was job hunting. It's from Harvard Business Review, and we're going to use it to make sense of this whole process of how do you evaluate and figure out what you want, and then how do you take the actions that you need to take, and then what are those actions and how do you get success. So let's get right into it. So the first step you need to take when you are looking for a new job, or when you're ready to start looking for a new job, is evaluate. And I'm going to read through 6 factors to consider, and then we'll talk about each one of them. So when you're evaluating, you're trying to figure out what is the most important thing for me in my next role, because the fact that you know something is you don't want this role anymore is a good indication, and you kind of know what those things are. Is it that the environment is no longer a good fit? Is it that you're looking for more money? Is it that your life circumstances have changed and you kind of need more work-life balance? You always know what is making you itch, but you need to think through all of these things and then kind of prioritize what's most important. So let me read out the 6 factors, and then you take notes as we go. Environment: what culture do you thrive in? Some environments are just really toxic, and you know that you can't do it anymore, or maybe it's not even that it's toxic, maybe it's just that your commute is too long now and you can't deal with it anymore. The role: what kind of career growth are you looking for? Some people just know that they've outgrown a role that they're in and you're looking for more, and you've looked at your company, it's like you're the person after the CEO, there's nowhere to move to anymore, so you just know that there's need to look for something else. Or you're tired of doing accounting and you're looking for another role that's totally different. Well, you need to figure out, what do I need to do? Do I need to go back to school? What do I need to do to get to the next place? So that was environment and role. The third thing is compensation. Money is important. When you realize that you can be making more, you want to, and you've tried within your company to move roles, you've spoken to your manager, you've done your part, and you just know that the best way to get that significant healthy pay bump is to move roles. That's a factor to consider. So environment, role, compensation. Skill acquisition is the next one. Do you want to specialize in a certain area? So if you're looking to move from maybe a technical role to something like a project management role, you need to then realize maybe you need to go back to school, get a project management certification, and then become switch areas basically into another category. But you need to first do this process of figuring out, how do I get from where I'm at to where I need to be, and then figure out that skill acquisition is another priority on my list. And the final one, well, not final, the semi-final, is the career narrative. So where am I right now, and how does my resume position me? So if I'm looking for a role at the director level and I just have a certificate in business analysis or something, and I've only done internships or something like that, you have to kind of be realistic with yourself that where am I right now, and what story is my career, what story is my resume telling? Do I have the jobs on my resume that show that I can do what I'm trying to get at? So basically, evaluate your career narrative and see if where you are trying to go, your resume is telling that story for you. And then what's on the horizon? What opportunities do you have access to right now that you can take advantage of? So to recap those six factors, it's environment, role, compensation, skill acquisition, career narrative, and what's on the horizon. So take a step back and just think about all these things and figure out, well, if of all these things, you can have multiple things that are important to you, but then you need to prioritize. If money is more important, think about it that this next job I'm considering, is it actually something that's going to increase my compensation? If I'm thinking of trying to increase my compensation, do I want to increase my commute as well? So figuring out the balance of what's most important and what you can compromise on. That's the first step with evaluation. Okay. Now, once you're doing all these things with evaluating where you're at in your career journey, the next step is to find people to work with you, to engage with people. So first part is evaluation, and now we're in the engage part. There are 2 kinds of people that can help you when you're looking for a job. The first are like thought partners, people that can think with you and help you to reason through all those things. Maybe your partner, like your spouse, or your friend, or a career counselor, depending on where you're at. And then there are people that actually can help you find opportunity sources. So when you're not sure where to go, your friends are a good place to start from. Like your friends that you just respect how their career is going and just want someone to bounce ideas off of. Talk to them. Okay, here's what I want to do. Here's where I want to be at. What do you think? And then they can give you some input into your resume, into how some strategies they think you should use in your application process. Those are thought partners, and I'm currently doing that with a friend, and we're just going through her resume, thinking about all the different ways that she can improve. But then opportunity sources are people that can actually do something to get you to where you need to be. So that's where you can start looking through your LinkedIn to see what mutual friends you have that are working in roles that you think are interesting, what people that are highly placed that can maybe lift your resume out of the pile and give you a head start. So identifying those people in your network is the process of this engagement. It's your role to sit down and like think through all your friends, your church people, who can be helpful to me on this journey. It's a long process, but you know what, is worth it, because we spend so much of our active time every day at work that it just makes sense for work to be something that we enjoy, or at least that meets a need for us, whether that be money or fulfillment in terms of skills. So don't be stressed if this process takes a while. Sometimes it takes a lot of back and forth with people. Some people promise to help, they don't do anything. Some people they try and nothing is coming out of it. So just be patient during this time. It can be a lot of work. Remember that the prize is a job that you actually enjoy and are not sick of all the time. So that was step 2, engage. Okay, so once you're done evaluating and engaging with people, now it's time to execute. You have to massage your resume to start looking like where you want to be. So one example I can give here is, if you've not done anything related to this new field that you're going to, it can be hard for recruiters to be like, okay, well, you have done all these business analysis roles and now you want to work in marketing. Where's the connection? I want to encourage you to take on volunteer roles and to your friends that have startups, like reach out to them. There's always more work to do than there are people to do. So like, see if you can volunteer in the role that you're trying to get into with a church, with a friend that has a business, so that you can just have something on your resume that shows that you're able to do the work. And it's also a good experience for you to decide if you actually enjoy this thing that you think you want to do. If it's not as easy, like for example, maybe there's no way for you to get a project management experience, you can take a course that helps you build that expertise as well. My point is that you sometimes need to do volunteer roles, internships, certificates to prove that you can do what you want to do, because it's really hard. At the end of the day, we just need someone to take a chance on us and be like, okay, let's see if you can do it. But if you can give yourself that extra boost by having something on your resume that shows that these skills, I have them and I've demonstrated them, then get them. Now that you've massaged your resume, you've changed things and you've packaged it to look like what you want to do, it's time to start reaching out to even more contacts and say, hey, here's my resume. I'm looking for a role in project management. I was wondering if anything comes across your desk, please remember me. I'm looking for a role that's a mid-senior level or an entry-level role. I'm looking for an internship in computer science, and would you be willing to talk to me about your career journey? It's like starting that process again of engaging, but now you're at a point where you've decided what you want to do and you're hoping that somebody's going to remember you in the job hunting process. Be patient, because people are busy, people are doing their own thing, so it might not be as smooth a process as I'm saying it, but just keep being persistent but courteous. Read the room. If someone has not responded to you after like 2 to 3 attempts, then maybe just let it go, but keep trying. And if you're getting tired of this process and doing it by yourself, I'm going to tell you to try career coaches. They will help you, they'll keep you motivated. Shout out to Making the Move. I'm going to just plug them. Check them out at makingthemovemtm.com, and they will help you to put you in connection with people, bring you to career chat series where people that are in your industry are there and you can network with them. To sum up, when you're looking for a job but not sure what to do next, you have to do the work at the beginning to figure out what you want to change in your career, because if you don't know what you want to change, then you might make the same mistake and just move to another job that you don't like. So take the time out to take a step back, evaluate where you want to be, and then reach out to people to help you think through this. Reach out to people that are able to help you find opportunities, and then when it's time to act, do the work to make your resume look like you're ready, and get the experience to be ready, so that when you get the opportunity, you actually nail it. I'm rooting for you guys. I hope you find work that is engaging, that is just wonderful. And shout out to HBR Mimi Abubakar as the original author of the article that this video was based on. Hey guys, while I was editing this video, I just remembered Google Career Certificate, and I was like, oh, this is perfect. It's an excellent way to pivot into another career, depending on what regardless of your background, really. It helps you get skills in fields like IT support, project management, digital marketing, UX, and in no time, you can do it at home. It's completely remote. In 3 to 6 months, you can be in a whole new career. Employers recognize it. It's vetted by Google. It's awesome. It's almost free, but if you need financial support, you can get it as well. But it's about $39 per month with Coursera. You should totally check it out. You can do it from home, anywhere. People have been able to pivot into roles with it, and it's an excellent way to stand out to employers. So check it out at Google Career Certificates, and you get all the information you need. If you've enjoyed this video, please subscribe to my channel. My name is Fopsy and I share all content about relationship, life, and career. That's all for today. Stick around and watch another video. I have one that actually is what to do when you hate your job but can't afford to quit. I think you'll enjoy it. It's right here. Bye guys.